Hi, I'm Peter Keenan, Customer Service Engineer at Lower Valley Energy. Today we're going to discuss electric vehicle or EV charging and what that looks like as a member at Lower Valley Energy. EVs, like this Chevy Bolt, use a different fueling mindset than gas vehicles. You can top off your battery anytime you're parked and have access to electricity, instead of making separate trips to fuel up. This gives you as much range as possible and reduces the time needed for each charging session. There are three types of EV chargers. Most home chargers will either be level 1 or level 2 chargers. Some charging stations offer DC fast chargers or level 3 chargers. The length of time to fully charge depends on the type of charger you're using and how full your battery is when you plug in. 80 to 85% of EV charging happens at home, so let's take a look at some home charging options first. To start with, all EVs have a charging port. On the Bolt, the port is up front on the driver's side. To use level 1 charging, locate the charging cable that came with the vehicle. In the case of this Chevy Bolt, the level 1 charging cable lives in the rear cargo area. One end of the cable plugs into any standard 3-pronged 120-volt outlet. The other end has something called a J-1772 plug and plugs into the charging port on the vehicle. The J1772 plug is standard for most non-Tesla electric vehicle charging. Level 1 charging will give you a trickle charge. It adds about 4 miles of range per hour of charge time for the Chevy Bolt. Another home charging option is a level 2 charger. This charger is usually wall-mounted and requires 208 or 240 volt electricity. A level 2 charger will typically add about 25 miles per hour of charge time. A car like the Bolt can often be fully charged overnight at this rate. Some car manufacturers will assist in installing a level 2 charger in your home with the purchase of a new EV. Okay, we've discussed the level 1 and level 2 charging options. Now let's look at a DC fast charger. Did you know that you can charge EVs at any of the Town of Jackson's charging stations for free? To use the town's chargers, you will need a ChargePoint card. The Bolt already has a card here in this console. This DC fast charger is located at the town parking garage on South Millward. When you get to the station, wave the card in front of the display and it will unlock the charger. To connect to a DC fast charger, there is a little tab below the J1772 plug that allows a level 3 charging cable to be plugged in to the charging port. DC fast charging can typically charge an EV up to 80% of its range in about 20 to 30 minutes. Once charging starts, the charger and vehicle will communicate to tell the car that it's charging. Most EVs have some visual indication from outside the vehicle that the charger has begun. The Bolt has a green light up here on the dashboard. No matter where you're plugged in, look for the green light or other indicator to make sure it's charging. If you need to find a charger, visit plugshare.com to see stations in your area. Hopefully this video gives you an understanding of the various charging options available and an orientation to Lower Valley's electric vehicle Chevy Bolt EV experience.